Okay, now let's start with this one. Okay, now with essay one. So how can we make this essay better? Like, write it down. What do you think what should be done? Can we do? Like, what do you think we can do to make it better? Mm. Does handwriting affect your grades? Because mine is bad. No, it doesn't affect your handwriting. No, your handwriting doesn't affect your score. Professionally speaking, it doesn't. But if it is too bad to the degree, it's harder for them. It's hard for them to understand. It does. They will never say that. They will never say that bad handwriting affect. Yeah, it does affect subconsciously. When you read something, when you struggle to understand something, even if your ideas are so good, it wouldn't be delivered effectively. So in the real exam, try your best to make it clear. But they will for sure they will never they will never like evaluate your essay based on your handwriting. But like as a base as my person out of my personal experience, if your handwriting is not clear, it makes their life like hard. So like they will take a long time. They will take a long time to evaluate it. The introduction is needed to be generalized, but not too. Okay. So here, like something, yes, I forgot to tell you about in writing, by the way, when you write your essay, you have 40 minutes. The examiners have only five minutes to check your essay, only 5 minutes. The point here, which is not good and not bad, like two examiners evaluate your essay, not just one. In writing, two examiners evaluate your essay, and each one of them like grades it. And like for example, let's say that you wrote an essay and someone gave you 4 or 4.5, and the other one gave you like 5.5. So 4.5 plus 5.5, like they sum it up and then they divide it by two. So if you got like someone give you 4 and the other one give you or 4.5 or 5, the other one give you 6.5, so 5 plus 6, so it's 11.5 by 2. So your mark will be 5.5. But if one of them give you 4 and the other one give you, or one of them give you 5 and the other one give you 7, in that case, like both marks are neglected, and a third examiner will will examine your essay. Their supervisor. The supervisor will examine your essay if there are two points difference in marking. So I don't know whether it's a good big why two examiners, not one, because like when we read, we always skip mistakes. Sometimes we don't see mistakes. So that's why it's two. So here, let's see your opinions. Yes, the introduction is needed to be generalized, like separate paragraphs. Yeah, we spoke about this one before. What is the difference? If what if the difference is zero point 0.5? No, it's okay. The difference can be 0.5, 1.5, but not 2. If the difference like 7 and 7.5, so 7 plus 7.5 is 13.5 by 2, so it will be 7. You see? But the problem is if someone give you, for example, like 6 and the other one give you 8. Now we have the difference too. Yes. 7.25, it would be 7. You never write 7.25, so it's 7. The mark is rounded. You got it? Yes. So again, like here, again. So again, this one. Where's the problem here? Sports professionals make a very great rule. It is not make a rule, it's a play a rule, right? And for our country, it's okay, but that is not fair for us as like here, one of the common mistakes we always forget, like see this one, we are not proficient, we are professional. This one is singular. When you use a before the word, it means one. When you use like s, it means more than one. So this one, it means it's a singular noun, and this one means it's a plural one. You got it? You got it? So it should be professional, as professional, or who wants to be professional to make less money than the sport. Like this one should be, I don't know, but most of you like writing T capitalized. The sport professionals. Everyone should have a chance. Like this is one of the common mistakes. We always forget to use a or an before singular countable noun. A chance to be great. But again, but avoid but. Try to avoid but a lot. Like you can, it's not wrong, but like here we have but and here we have but and are used a lot, are overused. I told you before. You can write however, you can write although, you can write even though, you can write despite, in spite of, you can write in contrast, you can write by contrast, you can write nevertheless, you can there are a lot of words that you can write instead of but. When someone, so here, yes, you see that? So when someone be great, when someone is great, or good at, like some fields. When you use some, the word some, when you use some with countable noun, it should be plural, not singular. So I can say, I have some friends. I can never say, I have some friends. You got it? The word some means three. The word some means three or more. You got it? So if you write, don't write some field, it's some fields. and find that like he's making money less than some others professions, like he will, like why he, when you say someone, this is like someone, when you use someone, it could be it could be a man, it could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be a girl, it could be a boy. Like someone refers to both gender. So someone is not that good word to use in writing. Why? Because as I told you, American people believe that if you use someone, you should say he or she. Like for example, like here you should write he or she. British people say no, you can say they, because someone can be both. So you can say, like, find that he's making, they're making money less than some others. You got it? One of the common mistakes that I'd like to tell you now about, I'd like to tell you about it now before I forget, like this one. I will show you because I saw it in different, essays, like this one. Look here. Now I'd like you to answer what's the difference between this one and this one. It's this one and this one. What's the difference? I saw it a lot, by the way. And this one. And this one. There. And there. And there. What's the difference? Hmm? Yes, Rukaya. Yes, it is excellent. Very good, Haitham.
His
Yes.
is pronoun
Hmm?
and he is his is some pronoun and yeah there it's for place and they are it's for people. So
No,
yes,
no, no,
very
this
good.
one. I meant this one, sorry. Like here, this one. Yes, very good, honey. Yes. Okay. So what's meeting summary? What does it mean? Meeting summary. Hmm. Hmm. What
I
does
think the difference is yes, it's the difference or we messed up between possessive pronouns or pronouns and the place, adverb, you know, the
Mhm.
things.
Yes, okay, honey. I'd like to explain, but I'd like to know what does, like, I'd like to know what meeting summary means. If I'd like to start a meeting summary, what does it mean?
It will send you a summary of what happened in the meeting in an email from Zoom
Oh, yes, okay.
after
Yes.
the meeting ends.
Yeah, thank you. I like seriously, I love this one because I learn a lot. Like I have never used it before, but now I started. Look here, as Rukai
You're
just
welcome.
mentioned, it's and it's. By the way, both of them are pronounced it's. Both of them are pronounced his, and both the three of them are pronounced there. Like it's, his, and their. The difference, like it's, this is a possessive pronoun for things. Like I can say, I bought a table. Its leg is broken. So you can say its leg. Its leg is broken. So here it's a pronoun. Possessive pronoun. يعني ضمير ملكية لغير العاقل. You got it? So I can say its leg is broken. You got it? But this one, it's also it's. This is the abbreviation of the short form. If it is or it has, based on the verb after it. You got it? So I can say for it is, I can say, for example, it's hot. It's hot today. This is abbreviation of is. Okay, if I can say, you can say, it's been raining recently. It's been raining recently. Here, it's abbreviation of has. It has been raining. You got it? Like his, both of them are his. I don't say he is. We don't say he is. Again, he, like this one, abbreviation of he is or abbreviation of he has. You got it? Yeah, so I can say again, his tone, or like he has been writing an essay, you know? You got it? So it can be abbreviation of is or has. And there, this is the one that I found a lot. There, the first one is, for sure, this one is also possessive pronoun, his. I can say, for example, like his car is black. Black. His car is black. His car is black. So here, his is a possessive pronoun describing the word car. So, but this one, no. In the exam, by the way, just I need to mention, speaking of which, you're not supposed to write this one. This is short form. It's not supposed to write. It is not formal. In any formal piece of writing, don't avoid short form. Don't write it's like that way, or his like that way, or they're like that way. You have to write they are, for two reasons. Number one, like these short forms are not formal. Number one, and number two, like why? Like they're considered as one word. So you can just, if you write it is, it will be considered as two words. So like you make sure that the number of words not like is not fewer than expected. This one there is also possessive pronoun for like plural noun. Like I can say their garden is bigger than ours, for example. This one there, the second there, this one is a subject. It means they are. Both of them, like this one, it means they are. And there, this one is an adverb of time, adverb of place. There and here, there. It refers to things which are far, like there. I can say this one should be followed by verb, like, there is a cat in my house, and there should be followed by a noun, like their garden. So I can say here, there are two sofas, for example, sofa in the living room. You got it? So here, like, always think about that. So a lot of students, like, always misuse, like, there, like this one. So remember, there, like, it's his and there. Always, like, pay attention to such common mistakes because they're, like, really, really common. So pay attention to them. Okay? You got it? So here we have this one, like, again, back to this one, like, everyone and someone are not recommended in writing. They're not recommended in writing. And we are going to say the same concerning speaking, not speaking, reading. The kind of extreme, kind of extreme. Kind of extreme. If I said everyone, like, agrees, for example, this is, they call it extreme answer. So in reading exam, we're going to speak about it. When answers, like when you have options or choices containing extreme words, like always, like everyone, like all, like only, mostly speaking, not all the time, but mostly speaking, these answers are wrong. These answers are wrong. Why? Because they're extreme. And the problem with someone, like, is not in someone itself, but like you have to use they to refer to it. And since we forget to use they in the exam, so it's better to avoid using them. So you can say people. Like when they, everyone should have a chance to be great. But when someone is not is great in some fields and it should be finds, subject verb agreements. You got it? That he's making money less than some others, like less than other, not say some. So here, in general, what's the common mistake here? Using a and s with the same word, which is not, we're not supposed to do that. Subject verb agreement. We always remember this one. I know that you all know it. Do you know the present simple, right? You know the present simple. What's the present simple? Can you tell me what the present simple is? What's the present simple is? Hmm. Someone should be one word.
Present simple.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Any verb ends with s, and it happens every time, every day.
Yes, very good. The present simple is used to refer to habits, routine, repetitive action, timetables, right? Facts. Yeah, very good.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. What is the form? How can we form the present simple? Hmm? Who knows? How can we form the present simple?
It's with he, she, and it.
Yes, very good.
Singular.
Very good, yes.
An infinitive
One of the common
form with
mistakes, yes, I'm telling you, one of the common mistakes that almost everyone, not everyone, yeah, this is called edging, by the way. When you write, when you speak, don't say everyone, say almost everyone. Almost everyone. It's much better to say everyone. So just as you have just mentioned, like almost everyone, as I've told you, almost everyone forgets the third S, the third singular S. Like we call it the third, you call it what singular third person S. We always forget it. So for example, I can say she lives in, for example, like in Egypt. She lives in Egypt. Okay. You have to add S here. We always forget it in the exam. When we write, when we speak. This is one of the common mistakes. Believe me. Believe me, record yourself and you're going to find that you always forget is. This is the first mistake. The second mistake, we always forget verb to be in complex sentences. I can say, for example, the most important time or day in my life when I graduated. Okay, like, you got it? So here, what's wrong with this sentence? That it doesn't have verb. This sentence doesn't have a verb. The most important day, this is the subject. Where is the verb? It should be was. We always forget that. You always forget that. And the third common mistake that students, almost everyone everyone makes is when you speak about the past, we forget to speak about the past and we always use the present. Like you can say, yesterday I went shopping, like when I come home. Like we always forget about the fact, like when I came home. So one of the three mistakes that like we always make when in writing and speaking, like we always forget the third singular S, like the singular person, like the singular third person S, like with he and she and it. And we forget verb to be in complex sentence, and we also forget, like, that we speak about the past. When we speak about the past, we tend to use verbs in the present. This is one of the, like, some of the common mistakes. You understand that? You got it? Okay, so here we have this one again, like yes, another common mistake here. I'm just as I told you, like I'm trying to highlight some of the mistakes. Do you know the difference between simple, compound, and complex, compound, complex sentences? Do you know the difference between them? Do you know the difference between complex, compound, complex sentences? A subject plus the verb in the base form, yes. If the subject if the subject we or you or I or they, yes. But if the subject is he and she and it, we have to add s to the verb. Yes. So like here, I was asking you a question. I forgot it. What was the question? What the question was? Who reminds me?
What is the difference between single compound and
Yes, yeah, thank you so much. I really forgot it. Like we have simple sentences in English. We have simple, we have compound, we have complex, and we have compound complex sentence. Compound complex. Something like I found in your essays in general that you tend to write as if you were speaking, which means you keep writing without counting your full stops. Once I attended a workshop in the British Council in Cairo, and the examiner, he was a British man. He spent 45 minutes speaking about this point only. You have to count your full stops. So as I told you, they have only 5 minutes to evaluate your essay. So the first thing they do, number one, they see your format, like your paragraphs. Number one, this is one, you have mark for it. And number two, they read the last sentence of the introduction. And number three, they count your full stops. So this is the thing that they do at the beginning. And after that, they start reading quickly. They just not read, they just, skim you read like your essay quickly because they have maybe hundreds of essay to check. You got it? So when you think about it, like so, like they count the full stops, like I don't like I'll show you like here, for example, like some essays here, there are no full stops. Like sometimes full stops, like here we have some full stops, but like I saw an essay, there were no full stops at all. There were no full stops. This one at least had like some full stops, which is good. Okay, so why I'm asking about simple and compound and complex sentences, because like here, I'll just tell you a hint. When you have fanboys, what are fanboys? Fanboys. What are
For,
fanboys?
for and nor, but or yet, so.
Excellent, very good. Fanboys like for and nor, but, or, yet, and so. So these conjunction, we call them in English, they're linkers, linking words. And it's okay to use them, as I told you, but do not use them a lot. Like, don't use them a lot all the time. So these conjunctions or linkers or linking words are so weak, which means if you're going to use them to join two complete sentences, you're supposed to insert a comma before them. You got it? So for example, I can say he was sick, yet he went to work. You got it? He was sick, yet he went to work. Is it clear? So here, like this comma here is like obligatory. It is not optional. We have to use it. We have to use it. You know why? Because like again, yet is too weak to join two complete sentences. Yes, we can use yet or all of them to join two adjectives, two adverbs, like two subjects, two verbs, and even more, no problem. But once you need them to join, to connect two complete sentences, so in that case, you have to insert a comma before them. Otherwise, your sentence is not like the punctuation is not that good. So here, for example, one of the common mistake here is that you're going to say but a lot, and there is no comma before it, like here, for example. The problem is not only about the money, but it's about, so here we should insert a comma here. It's about so many things. Yes, speaking of which, the word, like you should know, the word thing is band 5. The word thing is band 5. So avoid the word thing in your essay. The word thing, the word good, the word bad, the word, like again, the word importance used a lot. Like we can use it a lot in speaking, but in writing, you have the word, what are the synonym of the word important? What are the synonym? Can you give me synonym of the word important? So in your writing, as I told you, the word thing is band 5. Avoid the word thing in your writing. The word thing, like anything, something, like nothing. Avoid them. Why? Simply, if you like to have more than 5, avoid such words. Don't write good. Don't write bad or thing. So can you give me synonym of the word important? Crucial. Very good. Crucial. What else? Initial? No, initial means at the beginning. Initial means first. Urgent? Okay. Urgent can work. It means like, yeah, it's urgent. Okay. Something you have to work on. What else? We have a lot. Can you give me, if you now start writing and you'd like to write the word important, stop, don't write important, write another word. So we have here crucial, urgent, you can write essential, you can write critical, you can write
It's
necessary.
necessary.
Yes,
Necessary. Okay.
necessary. Yes, very good. Yes, you can write what else? You can write key, you can write main, you can write instrumental, significant for sure. Yeah, significant is also a very good word. Cornerstone, yeah, very good. You can use it as like a noun, like you know, yes, it's a cornerstone. But like I mean, if you like to use the word an adjective instead of the word important. Okay, what about good? If you don't say it, don't write, for example, yeah, it's good or it's bad. What are the synonyms of good? Hmm. Give me your ideas. What are the synonym of good? Don't write good and bad. Don't write them. So if you like to
For
write good,
good,
but
we can
sorry,
better, or it's
better,
best or better.
better, like when you compare between two, beneficial. Yes, very good. Good,
Okay.
very good. Advantage.
Well,
Yes, great, very good. Beneficial, very good. Yes.
well,
What else? Sorry, well,
well, well.
well. You mean like
Well,
WELL?
well.
Yeah, well. This is the adverb of good. You know, the word well is used, it's not an adjective except if you speak about your own health. Like, how are you? I'm well, thank you. So when you speak about your well-being, it's okay. But well is the adverb form of good. Fine? No, no. Perfectly, you can say perfect, not perfectly, because like we say, the word good is an adjective. So you can say amazing, you can say fantabulous, you can say fantastic, you can say fascinating, you can say interesting. You got it? You got it? So don't write just good. Okay, you can write amazing, you can say impressive. Okay. What about bad? Can you give me like, you know, synonym for the word bad? Hmm. Just to try. Give me synonyms for the word bad.
Ugly.
Ugly. Okay. It's okay. It worked, but not in informal. Do you remember? Not informal context. It's okay. What else? Terrible. Okay. Negative. Okay. Not good. No, good. And we're not using good. We're not using the word bad because, like, yeah, I told you that we should avoid negative words. Yes, but I mean, like, in case, awful. Okay, very good. Yes, very good. So my point is here, if you highlight the mistakes in the first essay here, terrifying, terrifying. Terrifying means frightening. Yes. So now I'd like to start speaking with you, but in general here, one of the common mistakes like we should learn today. Number one, if you're going to use fanboys for, or, nor, but, yet, and so to connect to complete sentences, you are supposed to add a comma before them, before such conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions. This is number one. Number two, count your full stops. Number three, make sure that your opinion is mentioned in the last sentence of the introduction. Number three, don't start the essay with your opinion. Don't start the essay with your opinion, and make sure again that your essays are not too long or too short. Like as I told you, yeah, one more thing. Make sure that the introduction is shorter than body one, and body one is shorter than body two. You know, and the conclusion is the shortest of all. So some students write a very long introduction, like it may be 11 lines because you memorize some introduction, and body one is just 4 lines. It doesn't make any sense. You got it? So we have to have some logic when you write our essays. So like don't write, for example, an introduction of 3 lines or like 15 lines. Both of them are not okay. So you can write an introduction be 4 lines, 5 lines. And I told you, don't write unnecessary details. Do not add unnecessary words. This is one of the common mistakes. Okay, so now would you like to continue like highlighting the mistakes of writing, or would you like to speak now? Like tell me your opinion. If you like to start speaking now, you speak. Okay. Okay, your opinion. Do you think we start speaking now or we continue like writing? Is there a word? Yes, you can. Yeah, they count your word and ICD, like speaking to continue writing or speaking when writing. Yes, we mean like word count. No, like you if it's paperized, like no, you there is no. Yeah, they count your words if it logged very short. If it logged underlines, they count the words. You know, they count the words. If it is online, yeah, you know the number of your words when you write them, but you don't have any writing technology. I mean, like auto check technology is cancelled, so you make spelling mistakes and punctuation mistakes, but you don't know them. You see, you don't know them. So he has PhD in this field. The word field is used a lot, like field, like it's also written up field, and the word but is used a lot. And why doctor is capitalized here? And why do add the, yeah, one of the common mistakes. Remember that. Do not add the before plural noun when you speak in general. You know what I mean? I mean, for example, we speak about doctors, so you can say doctors. You don't say the doctors. When you say the doctors, it means that you speak about specific doctors, and it is not the fact. It is not like what you mean. You got it? So one of the common mistakes for us, like as Arab people, is that we always use the all the time. And it is wrong. Do not use the before plural noun or uncountable noun. We speak in general. So I can say students should study hard. You know, students should study hard. Milk is good for you. I shouldn't say the milk is good for you or the students should study hard. If you said the students, so you refer to specific students, not all students in the whole world. I can say professionals, like sports professionals, should not, like, make a lot of money or shouldn't have that money. So I don't say the, we don't add that. So one of the common mistakes that you might struggle to overcome, using the before countable noun. You got it? And again, good money, get good money. It's good for speaking. So, like overall, when it comes to this essay, it seems spoken more than written. When you say it, like the one who wrote it, like it could be impressive when you say it, but when you write it, no. Like you need to again remember using the or a or an. Remember that. I pay attention to that. Remember capitalization. Like here you find a lot of capitalized words that shouldn't be capitalized. And what else? Like here we have a spelling mistake. Heard without e. Okay. And there it's always capital. I don't know why it shouldn't be capitalized all the time. Like T is always capital, so just try before the exam. However, for example, is used here. When used, however, this is we call it what? A conjunctive adverb. However, moreover, in addition, consequently, subsequently, hence, and thus, and therefore, nevertheless, these words are called conjunctive adverbs. If you use them in the most common way, full stop before them and comma after them. Like here, we have this one. Like this one should be full stop here, and then this one should be capitalized, okay? And comma after this one. Is it okay? And again, avoid the word thing. It's mentioned a lot here. Avoid the word thing. You got it? Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Can we have separate session? Yes, I guess. Yes, I guess. But now because I know that you felt bored, now you're feeling bored. My son is already bored already. It's bored. So if you like to yes. So if you like to start speaking now, it's okay. If you like to continue with writing mistakes, it's okay. So now please, like, give me your opinion. Starting maybe even tomorrow. Like I don't know if I have a free time tomorrow. I will just tell you in advance. So